Right, so this video we're going to be talking about brake drums and brake shoes. And if you own a car that has a set of brake drums and brake shoes at the rear, usually the rear of the car is the front of the car there, rear, and that's in contrast to a car that has brake discs front and back like this car. So the brake drums, you can just see, you can kind of see it's much deeper, sits in there like a drum, and there's no visible brake caliper holding a brake pad. So inside this brake drum is a set of brake shoes, right? Comes in, it's going to be this sort of shape. So if you've just bought a second-hand car, I would definitely recommend it to see if you can remove that easily. If it cannot be removed easily, and when I say easily, it should just slide out without too much effort, you may need to take it to a brake repair shop, because it's going to be kind of destructive kind of technique to if you had to change the brake shoe inside there. You'll have to do something destructive, like snap the two retaining pins, or saw them off, or something like that. But if it does come undone, I do recommend in this video what I'm going to do next, which is there's going to be a lip that forms inside due to the rubbing of the brake shoe onto the brake drum over time. And if that lip gets anywhere near 0.5 millimeter, that's it. You can kiss it goodbye. You're not going to be able to remove the brake drum for the rest of the period of the car even, okay? And brake shoes do wear very slowly, I do admit that. But however, I recommend that you shave. I don't mean getting a knife and shave it, but you need a tool to shave it. I'm going to use a Dremel type of tool. You need to shave the inside to get rid of the lip. So I do recommend, if you want to if you know exactly what I'm talking about, go away and do it, or put it in your head. You can pause the video and watch something else, whatever. But if you want to see me do it, just carry on. So this is so I've got it in my head every year. I'm going to take the brake drum off and clear it out. And I've also put an insert video to where the last time I did this, and I'm sure I haven't posted it yet. So the last time I did it, I put a date, so you get a really good comparison. I do drive this car probably 20,000 miles a year plus, right? So I'll give you a date, so you can estimate how many miles I've done and the amount of wear inside the brake drum when I take this apart. Obviously, because I'm on the slope, I'm going to put a brick on the other side, big giant concrete block, and gear is on, and I should crank the nuts and use my jack to jack it up from the spring area, least invasive, and take it off. We'll see obviously release the brake handle afterwards, see if the brake drum pops off. So let's have a look. Still use a breaker bar. I can't remember how big, 60 centimeters I think this one, because my bolts are on tight. Can't remember if I had any work done to it by someone who had a overzealous gun, probably. Because I could break the ratchet system. Yeah, but I better take this off by hand. Oh yeah, I think I had my tyre changed. Might be stronger than that. Yeah, I needed that breaker bar. Okay. Here's my breaker bar. So obviously, that's the length I'm using. So obviously if I was on the road, I had a puncture. I've got a spare one of these in the car. I had to remove the wheels to change the wheel over. I would crank the heck out of this and risk breaking it, right? But I'm not going to be carrying this in my car, but you know, I do carry one of these that can be retracted. Quite handy. Might leave a link in the description. Anyway, that is loose, so I'll pump up the rest of the car. That's it off the floor. I've also put concrete block 20 kg on the front right as well, since I'm doing the front rear. Under the car a bit fit, so that's a bit fit today. Bring it on one side. Jack it up. It's not fitting. Nicely set upon. Yeah, put an extra concrete block on the front left as well. Handbrake release. Keep the gear on. Handbrake release. Okay. Now that cable should be loose, and you kind of push against this shoe. Should have been released. So let's see. I just can't remember how long it was ago, but it wasn't too long ago that could have been 9 months ago maybe, but I would have given you evidence already, you would have seen it. So, check it rotates, okay, wiggling a bit. 8mm, pointing to 8mm because the 8mm fits in there. I can just extract it using a pair of bolts. I have a special set of bolts ready to do that in my garage. 13s, 3/8, 2 longish bolts, about 3 inches maybe. In there. Now if you've got a big old lip that's formed, you haven't taken it off in years, and you try and do this, nothing seems to happen. It's usually a big kind of like twisting a metal ready to snap. Pause and just take it to a garage. However, if you do this and the drum easily comes away, as I do that, you'll see the drum moving, but if there was a lip forming, it will move, but then pause. You won't be able to move it. It won't even get this far. It'll start catching by the time it gets here. So I'm just doing it one at a time. I need a pry bar. So if there was no lip, it would just come straight off. So there already is a lip forming. It's catching a bit. Hear that? That's the lip catching, but I caught it just in time before it broke something, I would say. In terms of the pin that's holding it. This side, it came off here, but it came off this side, I mean, where I'm tightening now. The other side, it ain't come off yet. At this point you could try and push the shoe in. You can see the shoe. I've driven it a lot since I last did it, I reckon. You know, time wise it wasn't that long ago, but I've driven it a lot. Not too bad a snapping sound. Not too bad. Could be a lot worse. Could sound a lot worse. I don't like it though. It seems to be pulling the brake away. So this is the risk you have to come away from the hub. I think we've got it free. I shall see if I've done any damage by leaving it so long. We shall find out. Good. Release these. Too healthy me doing this. So there he is. There lies the risk of doing it. There's a lip that's formed. Too big a lip. Check the 2 pins. Wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. Come on. So as I was pulling that, it was sliding away. This had come this way, this had come this way, and so it's super important to check. There's the pin, there's the pin. So I just put my hand around the back. If it snapped off, it wouldn't look like that. Alright, so there's a bit of give in it. That's the sort of shoe depth I've got now, and I will measure it, and you can compare it to my older video. Shoe depth coming up, so mileage. I can't say I do probably 25,000 miles a year, probably. If you just measure the depth. I can't remember what it started off with. Probably did measure it. Right in the centre, let's try it. There you go. It's at 6.8 mil. Hasn't gone down too much. Double checking, haven't screwed anything up. Hasn't snapped off here. Just checking the pin on the right, it's still attached. This is okay. Horrible one, does it, eh? Horrible sound. Any more, if I did this next year, I'm afraid as I wind it, nothing will happen. Except if you had rusty enough pins, they will just rust off and snap off. A big loud crack. Everything will be ruined. Right, everything. So, check. Right now I'm checking the ratchet. That ain't come off. This thing, all of this will be bent if I had to do it by force. So this is the horribleness of brake shoes. They do wear out slower. It's the only good thing about them. They wear out slower. Right, the key important thing. What's that lip looking like? Yeah, nowhere near 500 mil. I'm feeling it. If I can get a light on there. It is tiny. It is probably a quarter of a millimetre. It's a quarter of a millimetre. It's giving me all that trouble. So bear that in mind. A quarter of a millimetre is where it's going to give you trouble taking off. It nearly pulled all those springs and knackered everything up. Anyway, so time to clean this up. So draper, put that tool on it. What do you call it really? It's enough. It spins fast enough to wear it down, I believe. Feel for the lip. Quite simple. As soon as you see what I'm doing, I can end the video. So I'm not going to go all the way in because I need contact for the. Yeah, it's even less than a quarter of a mil. It's more like 1/8 of a mil. Yeah, what would work? If I shave down some of the edge here as well, I think I would. I could put a kind of a camber on it. That'll make it much easier to take off next time. We'll do that in a second. I've still got plenty of area for it to grip, no problem. I will do that. It would just wear into here a camber, wouldn't it? Does that make sense? It does make a little bit of sense. Right. Whoa. No, what happened there? I keep my errors in. Luckily I had safety specs on. That was spinning at such a speed that it'd come off. It would definitely have blinded me. Proper safety specs. Stuff we get at school science labs. So you saw that was dead straight and it bent itself due to the force, and it totally made not my day. Try it again. Start with 0, hardly any speed. Insert that much more in, re-bent the thing back into shape. I think I didn't insert it enough, you know. It's my fault, but I didn't realise it would do that. It was horrible, wasn't it? That's nice. It's much better. Let's see how they can't do it that way with that speed. There we go. You see what I'm doing. See that? You get rid of the lip, go all the way around. Work your way around, probably take me 5 minutes to side. Pretty deep. So I think it's spun a bit quicker. This stuff, the brake shoe should be really easy to, as soon as I touch it, it's going to go down. So maybe it was worth me putting a little bit of a camber on that. You know, like 45 degrees. Anyway, hopefully nothing else goes wrong. Thanks for watching. Try and breathe that in, of course. This should do it. It should fit nicely back on. Should, so I said it should. It doesn't. Put the handbrake back. I haven't changed the ratchet, just found the right groove. Where's that back in there? Yeah, 3 lead rows. Didn't change the ratchet. One option, if you got stuck, change the ratchet. Basically bring the ratchet the other way against the ratchet. The other way from where it does ratchet, and I'll bring the shoes back in, and then that'll cause a whole load of problems with taking time to embed where the shoe should be. Right, that's one side done. Oh, thanks for watching. Never easy, is it? I'm not sure if I need another one of them tools. That in there looks pretty rough.